performance in the field today?
No, the boys were pretty good. I thought our throwing was a little bit off, but overall I thought we bowled well. Mitchell Stark and Josh Hazelwood to come back after a long spell. They're a bit rusty, but they've done a really good job for us. I thought Mitchell Marsh bowled beautifully, and our spinners did a great job on a wicket. It's rare that you play two spinners in a one-day side, so it was nice to see Steve. I thought Steve Smith's captaincy was outstanding today, and our spinners did a good job. So all up, it was a good performance.
Is there any concern? Obviously, these two teams have had matches leading into the series, whereas you guys are coming in cold. Is there any concern in the back of your head that would count against you today?
Yeah, there was, and I was nervous. I was nervous about particularly some of the big fast bowlers coming back. It's all right, they're all fit, and they've got some bowling under their belt, but not match practice. And I always get nervous when we don't have the match practice. Having said that, I thought one of our main themes going to this game, we have to be able to adapt. We've got a different coaching staff. We're in a different country. We're playing on different wickets. Our main theme today was adapting to the conditions, and we did that very well.
So the performance of the two main spinners, does that leave you with a bit of a dilemma when you head to the other countries and you're probably only going to play the one front line?
Yeah, maybe it will, but that's okay. That's good. It's competition. I keep saying competition's healthy. We've got to have competition in the Australian cricket team, because one thing I know about being in the Australian cricket team, you've got to be on top of your game all the time. So you've got to, it'll be really hard, and tough selections are good. It's really hard on the people who miss out, but it's something we've prided ourselves in Australian cricket for a long time, having red hot competition, and we've got that at the moment.
What impressed you the most about the way What impressed you the most?
I think his control's excellent. I like that he's got a bit of variation. His leg spinners, his stock ball's very good. He bowled a couple of good wrong-uns, and he's quite calm. He's a different sort of cat, Zamps, but he's he's very competitive, and his control's excellent. So, and you see that from most of the really great spinners, they have very good control. They know where they're going to land the ball, and if they've got a little bit of variation, that's great. But he's really confident at the moment of where he's landing the ball, so that's what impressed me most today. I spoke to Nathan this morning and just said that he's so keen to play one-day cricket again, and that's excellent. His only trap is he's going to try too hard. And I used the example of maybe Michael Slater as a batsman years ago. He was such a dominant test batsman. When he got an opportunity to play one-day cricket, sometimes he's trying so hard that it wasn't as easy as test cricket. Same with Nathan Lyon. He's such a good bowler. He's got great basics. He should take confidence from test cricket. And as long as he doesn't try too hard and do anything too different, he should excel at this level. And a man of the match performance today suggests that he'll hopefully take some confidence out of today as well.
South Africa are a big team. What has it done to South Africa? Any particular players you want to single out playing that much?
Well, they've got a very good team on paper, haven't they? So, the fact that they were beaten the other day, that it's going to be an important game for them. Every game's important, but I think they'll try and run us ragged in the field. We'll have to be on top of our game with our fielding. They're brilliant runners between, like you saw with David Warner tonight. I mean, that's different level, and I think South Africa are very fit, and they'll run hard, they'll field well. They've got a couple of spin options. We'll review them. We'll enjoy the fact that we've taken some points out of this first game. We'll enjoy that for a couple of hours, and tomorrow we'll review what happened tonight, knowing the conditions we're going to play in, and we'll preview South Africa, and we'll turn our attention to them tomorrow.
Any particular players in the South African team that you're going to want to focus on?
Well, you can't go past A.B. de Villiers, can you? I mean, he's a freak. He makes batting look so easy. He's one of the great players in world cricket at the moment, one of the great players. So, of course, we'll concentrate on him, and we'll use our guys' IPL experience and our international experience against him to come up with some sort of plans. But it's always, he's an important player as the captain as well. So obviously we'll keep an eye on it. But Amla, the list goes on. They've got a gun side. We respect that. We'll enjoy that, and we'll hope, as I said, take some confidence out of tonight. Not get carried away with it though. It's one game. It's one win long series, so we won't get carried away. We'll enjoy it for a little bit, and then we'll switch our attention and be ready for Tuesday.
Justin, last time you were with the Australian team as assistant coach, David was probably right at the start of his international career. You compare him to when you first met him to now.
Yeah.
Can you believe that development in a relatively short space of time?
I just admire David Warner so much. It's not only with his performance on the field, but his actions off the field. And he'll probably be one of the first to admit a few years ago he was pretty hard to manage. He sort of liked to do things his way. But he looks so focused at the moment. He's super fit. You see he's running between the wickets. I mean, he's an elite athlete now, and that takes great discipline. And I think he's been rewarded for that. He's been rewarded for his discipline, and he should be really proud of the fact he becomes a great role model for people, our young Australian cricketers, cricketers around the world, because he's become so fit and disciplined in what he's doing, and he's so consistent. That's what great players do. So I really respect David Warner's career, but I really respect his last year or so, because you can really tell, like a lot of great players do, there's obviously a trigger moment, or that he really switched on and he's now cashing in on that. And you like to see someone who works so hard and be so disciplined get the rewards, and he's getting that at the moment.
Nathan mentioned as well just about how well all the guys get along with each other out in the field and they communicate lots of stuff. Can you sense that as a coach, you're only coming for a week or so? Do you really feel that there's a lot of unity in this group?
Well, what I feel is a fantastic bloke, a team of young men. There's no troublemakers. They're all really good blokes. They all work hard. They're all hungry, and we had two themes. The first one was to adapt, and the second one was to look after each other. And when they get on well, they got good camaraderie. They're really good people. Those two, we adapted well, and the looking after each other is a lot easier. But I've always maintained that if you have that good camaraderie in the group, it's like the glue that keeps things together when you're under pressure. And I like coming into a team where they get on well and they're good mates. Yeah, look, it's a tough wicket. For West Indies to be bowled out for 116 suggests it's a very tough wicket. I mean, we don't want to get carried away and think we've got a team of, well, I won't say any names, but it was a tough wicket to play cricket on. You lose a few. I've thought for 25 years the hardest thing in the world is to hit the winning run. It's always hard chasing runs. Steve Smith, on a gut feeling, took a bit of a risk tonight by bowling first. It paid dividends, but it's always going to be hard when you're chasing runs. It doesn't matter what form of cricket you play in. When you're chasing runs, it's hard work. So you lose a couple, but ultimately won by 6 wickets. It's a good result in the first game. Yeah, I'm sure they played 2 spinners the other night, and I'd be very surprised if they don't do the same on this wicket, which is spinning so much.